Savannah has been making movie magic for decades. So, to get the inside scoop on all that history, we're going to a place where ice cream and Hollywood collide.
Thank you, and enjoy.
Behind the bustling counter at Leopold's Ice Cream on Broughton Street, employees dish out flavors like chocolate and Japanese cherry blossom. But in the rest of the store, owner and movie producer Stratton Leopold dishes on all things big screen.
If I'm not on a picture, I tend to be here, scooping ice cream.
But for Leopold, Hollywood is never far away. Photos and mementos from some of his productions line the walls. Leopold started out as a location manager and casting director in the 1980s and says his hometown of Savannah was a hotbed for films.
We were busy here. I mean, it was nonstop pictures. I think I was nonstop a couple of years here. Then it was a function of needing the background. If it was period Washington, period New York, whatever, Savannah would play for that.
Movies like Glory in 1989 made Savannah a star, though Leopold says tax incentives in other states started pulling many productions away. But in 1993, a film with an odd name and an even odder title character put Savannah back on the map.
My name's Forrest Gump.
Do you know when that movie came out, it won six Academy Awards. And here comes the world. Forrest Gump, where's the bench? Want to see the bench? Want to sit on the bench? Get my. We ain't got a bench. It's a movie prop.
This character goes by the name Savannah Dan, a tour guide for the last 6 years.
We get 11 to 12 million visitors annually. And
he says Forrest Gump and the book, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, kicked tourism into high gear in the mid-90s.
Because they all want to come here to see, well, I heard this movie was made here. I heard that movie was made there. And we've had more movies than people have ever heard of filmed here in Savannah.
Everybody loves Savannah. There's nobody that comes here that doesn't want to come back and shoot, so it's just really great to take people out and show them the history.
William Hammergren heads up the city's film services department. He says his job is to balance the wants of the production companies with the needs of Savannah's residents and businesses. But for the most part, business is good. Numbers from the film office show production spent more than $12 million in Savannah in 2012, with an overall economic impact of more than $26 million.
So we're in the process of crunching the 2013 numbers. We definitely issued more permits than we ever have before. A number of those were smaller projects. I think we're going to probably just beat what we did in 2012.
Hammergren says the film industry is experiencing a surge in growth here because in 2008, the state started offering tax credits of up to 30% for projects produced in Georgia.
Medient Studios is kind of the next step for Medient.
Jay Self is the spokesperson for Medient Studios. Medient is an international production company, and a combination of those state tax credits and local incentives is drawing them here to Effingham County, just 25 minutes west of Savannah. This 1,500-acre property will become the home of Medient's new state-of-the-art soundstage complex. The company plans to include housing and entertainment venues in the later phases of the project, but according to Self, Medient's first priority is on the stages, which he says will create more stable work for the area's film crews.
Your workforce is working and they're not working. They're working and they're not working. Something like Medient brings a consistency where you have production after production after production, so you can support long-term employment.
Self says Phase 1 construction should begin in the next 8 weeks. At Leopold's, the next 8 weeks will bring an endless line of ice cream orders and tourists curious about the magic of movies. And Leopold believes, for this city, the credits will never stop rolling.
Savannah's a friendly city. As long as we maintain that equanimity and that friendliness, it'll be fine here.
Savannah, the movies, and ice cream. How sweet it is.